Well, new this Sunday morning, we have Dickens' A Christmas Carol. Of course, it's been a holiday classic, and it's coming alive at the Ohio Village. Joining us today, part of the cast of the Ohio Historical Society, who's traveled from 1842 to be with us here today. Welcome.
Well, thank you for having us.
How long have you all been doing this now?
The Historical Society has been doing this Christmas program for almost 20 years now, and it's kind of a tradition. A lot of families are coming back and now bringing their kids to come visit us and learn all about Christmas in the past.
And Jacob Marley?
Oh yes, the ghost. He joins us every year.
Yeah, I got to make sure nobody ends up like Mr. Marley here. I do
Right.
not want to. We don't need any more phantoms.
Right.
So I tell people, be nice.
You know what?
And change Mr. Scrooge.
Identify yourselves too, so that people know who you are.
I'm Jacob Marley, and
Played by?
I'm played by Chuck Malone.
I'm Jennifer Rounds. I'm one of the employees, and I help plan the event every year to make sure everything is based in history, and a lot of it is based on Charles Dickens' writing.
And we should point that out too, right? Because this is not just a Christmas carol and a
Absolutely.
Christmas story. This is a variety of his
This is
writings.
everything Charles Dickens wrote about. He was hugely popular in this time period. He actually traveled through America and came through Ohio. And so he wrote not only A Christmas Carol, the Pickwick Papers, Christmas at Dingley Dell. And he was kind of the father of Christmas. And a lot of these traditions we love today, he really helped start them.
What I love about this is that he actually traveled through the state of Ohio.
He did. And
But unlike some of the politicians of the time who did that, Abraham Lincoln comes to mind, who was very popular and loved the state of Ohio, Charles Dickens didn't necessarily think the Buckeye State was the greatest place ever.
he felt that we talked a good talk about prohibition and we talked a good talk about literacy, but he found that we drank too much for his taste, and he didn't think we read enough literature, too many newspapers and magazines.
Right.
But even though he didn't love us, we loved him. He was mobbed everywhere he went, crowds of people, especially children. He was an amateur magician, and we actually have a man who portrays Charles Dickens at our Christmas event. You can go watch him and see some of his 1860s magic tricks.
This story, it never gets old, right?
It
I
doesn't.
mean, we were talking before we went on. I mean, more than Rudolph and some of the other holiday classics, I love this story, and I love Dickens during the holidays, probably more than any other.
Oh, absolutely. And it's so family friendly, and our event is so family friendly. You can watch people cooking on the hearth. We have a dinner like the Cratchits ate. There's crafts, there's games, we have dancing, the same dances that his cousin Fred, or his nephew Fred does. We have the same parlor games, the same dancing. The visitors get to learn how to do those dances. So it's just really happy, cheery, jolly, family friendly kind of fun.
Yeah,
All right, so give us a little taste.
Well, I don't scare the kids. I don't try to do. I don't try to do that. I dress like this. I do it by accident, but I just go around telling people, don't end up like Mr. Marley here. Don't end up like Mr. Marley here.
And he
I
always
also try
harasses
to,
Scrooge.
Scrooge.
Yeah.
I tell people, tell Mr. Scrooge Merry Christmas. Tell Scrooge Merry Christmas, because I want him to get changed.
Yeah, you also meet the other ghosts. We have past, present, and future yet to come Christmases. We also have Scrooge walks around the village. We've had Mrs. Cratchit, and we have Tiny Tim as well.
Guys, thank you very much for coming in this morning, and we love it. And for more information, we'd encourage everybody just to log on our website, 10tv.com. We have some additional information there about Dickens of A Christmas. Again, 10tv.com/featured links.